How many of you have like created a flow or done anything which you have learned in last 3-4 weeks on a flow, hands on? Maybe you can show like with a quick raise of hands in reaction. Oh, Diksha. Uh, who else? I saw somebody else. Oh, Diksha, Imran, Padma. Okay. Okay. Goons, FES, Creator. How about okay, Meghna also did it. Arvind, Sharanya, Ajish, were you able to spend any time?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
right.
yes, Krishna.
Yeah. So
Okay.
truthfully, we couldn't able to. The last week all was spent on new proposals. We were
Okay.
actually working on marathon proposals because of some budget crunch currently. But we have planned a working session on Glyphic workflow next week between me and Suresh along with our tech team. So we'll be having more working session on that to just to get a grip on that.
Okay. So today, after like the session that we have planned for today, we'll have like a breakout rooms where we'll also a bit deep dive into what are you planning to build, because like the whole point of this cohort is not just to learn. Otherwise, like we would have just sent you like a bunch of recorded webinars. The whole point is to learn. So next week we are also setting like a one-on-one calls with all of you where we'll be having like a flow review. Like the whole point of the flow review is so that we can guide you. पहले ही like we can answer you कि ये better कर सकते हो या ये better कर सकते हो, so that you are able to get like after by the end of this call at least you'll have like 2 good flows जो आपको वो learnings दे and you can start using those flows as well. Okay. So Arvind, like I'm not taking your inputs right now. Probably in the breakout rooms, we'll discuss that. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Let's get started. Okay. So, HSM is one thing which most of you have asked. Like, जब हमने requirements लिया था, this is one session which we initially didn't plan to spend enough time. But हमें लगा this is one thing which most of you have asked questions. So we thought like we'll have a very separate session just to discuss this. क्योंकि बहुत लोगों ने पूछा कि ये like you have problems in sending trigger also. So that's the reason we want to spend time on this. So we'll first start with broadcasting. Before I tell more about broadcast क्या कर सकते हैं, कैसा कर सकते हैं, one meta limitation is something which I want to call out. जो हमारा first session में we thought of doing it but we couldn't, is how long a conversation lasts. Sorry, now I think like we have already discussed, but I still am going ahead to discuss is uh like what WhatsApp does is WhatsApp do not allow you WhatsApp business, like this is like what we all do is like WhatsApp business APIs. What WhatsApp doesn't allow a chatbot to do is it doesn't allow a chatbot to talk with some user when the user didn't talk with you in last 24 hours. As in, suppose a user sent me a message at 3 p.m. today. Okay. Till tomorrow 3 p.m., even if the user is not sending me any message, I can send any number of messages. But after 3 p.m., say at 3:05, I won't be able to free flow send any message to the user because WhatsApp is technically saying your user didn't talk to you in last 24 hours. Why do you want to send messages and spam them? Because the whole idea of WhatsApp is set around to ensure that the users are not getting spammed as much as possible. Like if you see compared to any other apps that you have, Facebook, Instagram, etc., on WhatsApp you'll have comparatively less number of spam messages. So WhatsApp has set all these rules to ensure that the spamming is not done. So this is a very, very important thing to remember because all our broadcasting, flow design, everything should play with this particular rule that if a user sent you a message in last 24 hours, you can talk as much as possible. If the user hasn't spoken to you in last 24 hours, there's a separate way of messaging, which I'll speak about. But this is something which you have to remember. तो यूजर का 24 आवर्स के जस्ट अ मिनट अम्मा कॉल ऑन वीडियो यूजर का लास्ट 24 आवर्स में यू कांट हैव लाइक अ सेशन इन लास्ट 24 आवर्स यूजर के लास्ट 24 आवर्स के मैसेज के पहले बाद यू कांट हैव एनी फ्री फ्लोइंग कॉन्वर्जेशन. उसके लिए एक सेपरेट मैसेज भेजना पड़ता है विच इज द HSM मैसेज विच वी आर गोइंग टू कवर इन टुडेज सेशन. Any questions on this particular part? Suppose a user messaged at 3 o'clock and a user messaged at 5 o'clock again. So 5 o'clock till next 24 hours it will be considering. Whenever the last sent message. Any questions on this part?
Anyone can unmute and just confirm or like.
If you can confirm that it's clear or you know
Yeah.
already, which is also okay.
Yes, Krishna, it's clear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chandni. Okay. Now, I want to ask you, in how many cases do you nudge your users beyond 24 hours? Because say if your bot has 1,000 users, in what all scenarios do you message your users beyond 24 hours? मतलब you don't know कि वो 1,000 users में कितने लोगों ने तुमसे last 24 hours में बात किया. You don't know. You're not actually checking user by user. Many users might have talked to you yesterday. Many users might have not talked to you in last 10 days. So in what cases do you nudge your users? You can like tell any instances that you have.
So we have a process that we nudge every user once in a week as a minimum, and we also
Once in a, how many
week.
days? Once in a week. Okay,
Once
and
in a
for
week,
what do
yeah.
you do?
So we'll send saying just a kind of a sticker kind of a thing. Hey, we haven't heard from you anything. How are you doing? Kind of a thing. Just send some message. Then we will start and continue the conversation from the previous where we stopped.
So you just nudge to ask them how they are and ask them to interact.
Yes.
It's a generic nudge message to get them more interaction.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? How do you nudge? Like when do you nudge your users? When do you feel a need to nudge your users? I mean, when I say nudge your users, talk to them, ask them something.
So, Krishna, in our case, we generally, when we have to invite them for any our events, or
Lovely.
maybe let them know about our new campaigns,
Okay.
only then we nudge them. So it's not dependent. Maybe it's one time a month or one or
Okay.
two time in a quarter.
It depends on frequency. So you're
Yes.
not sending like a structured messages for engagement. You're doing whenever there is something new information that you want to pass. It can be on events, it can be on campaigns. Anybody else? Anything else that you have? Anybody send any nudge for collecting feedback or collecting some data?
We do that. So
Hmm.
we nudge them when we send out quizzes regarding a content
Okay.
for them to answer, or to re-engage with the flow. If somebody has not answered the quiz or hasn't gone to the quiz, hasn't watched the video, so we nudge them. We ask them, "Have you watched the video?" If there's no
Okay.
response, we nudge them again. So yeah.
It's one way of increasing engagement, but also like to get certain information from them. Okay. Anybody else nudges between the flow? Say in a you are doing a registration flow. Somebody stopped like after answering 2 questions, but you have like 2 more questions. Do you nudge in those cases? Anybody using like that? If you remember last week we discussed no response ka there's one option. If
Yeah, we do that too. One is for a couple of things we skip with no response. But maybe if somebody doesn't answer a question, we skip it. We also have a nudge of if they haven't responded on the chat after 1 or 2 responses, we do
Okay.
nudge them.
So something important that you want information, which you can't
Yeah.
skip, you nudge them.
Yeah, in the sense that, hey, would you want to come back or something like that?
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks. So from what we all understood is one can be like a regular structured nudges where you want the user to look at certain data that you are sending. कि अच्छा ये video देखो या ये quiz answer करो. Something which is a very structured nudge. Something like what Ajish and Madhi Foundation is doing, or like say a Creator Foundation is doing. Second can be something like what an Goons is doing, which is they have like specific events, web campaigns, etc. Uske liye they are sending messages. So in all these cases, you have people you are sending to a larger group of people, and you don't know how many of them have interacted with your bot in last 24 hours and how many didn't interact with your bot in last 24 hours. And 24 hours में किसी ने respond नहीं किया, तो they are out of the session window. So this 24 hours is called session window, where you can free flow send how many ever messages you want. 24 hours के बाद, something in a registration flow, 24 hours के बाद if you are sending a message, they are not in a session window, तो आपका message नहीं जाएगा. In all these cases, what we use is something called an HSM message. So HSM message is a pre-approved message by Meta. So basically what Meta is saying is, hey, you want to talk to your users who didn't interact with you in last 24 hours. Matlab, user is not interested in talking to you right now, but you still want to send some message to the user. So first show me what is the message that you're sending. So you're basically sending it to Meta, getting their approval, saying ki, hey, I'm not spamming them, I want to send this particular message to them. Once Meta approves it, you are actually sending this message. Because it is initiated by you, which is like in Meta's term, everybody is a business. So it's called business initiated message. And because it has to follow certain rules, it can't be anything set. It has to follow certain rules. Then that's the reason we call it highly structured message. HSM, it's an abbreviation for HSM, and it is pre-approved by Meta. And I'll show you like how to apply, but any message, any conversation that you want to do to a larger group in one go, then you have to send an HSM. We always recommend HSM message because you don't know in that larger group how many interacted in last 24 hours. Two, if you know for sure you want to interact in cases where you haven't interacted with them in last 24 hours, which is in the middle of the flow, then also you use HSM messages. So today we are going to learn about a couple of things. One is what are the different types of HSM messages that you have, and in which case, which type of HSM message you should use, and apply. How do we apply it? Collection is like that larger group of people, right? How do we send a HSM message to a collection? एंड उसमें भी अगर कुछ कस्टमाइजेशन चाहिए, क्योंकि कलेक्शन में मेरे 1000 लोग हैं, बट आई वांट टू सेंड टू ओनली पुणे पीपल, सो हाउ डू आई सेंड दैट? सो दीज आर द 4 things that we are going to cover in today's session before we get into the pricing part. So there are 2 major types of HSM messages. There are like 3, but the third one is about like OTPs and all, like in case you are using for some payment related stuff, some app integrations where you want to send an OTP to your user. That's like a different category we have. But there are 2 major categories. One is marketing, 2 is utility. Marketing is like the messages that you have mentioned, say something which you want to ask them for engaging you into your content, or you want to send them some campaign related stuff or event related stuff. These are like announcements. So these are all considered as marketing messages. So though like in NGO's case, marketing is not like a marketing because we are not using it for the purpose of them buying into something. But Meta's definition, like these messages all come under marketing messages. So like I'll speak about like the marketing's limitations and how to apply, etc. also. But these are all like majorly comes under marketing. Utility is when the messages are very transactional in nature. For example, so general utility messages are when you buy something, you get a WhatsApp message saying like, hey, thank you for purchasing. Here is your receipt. Something like, if something is very transactional, you are not sending some message for the sake of engagement. You are sending something, it's more like an FYI. So some in your cases also, in some of the cases, you might use utility messages also. You might want to use utility messages so that you can you are not seeking any engagement, you are not seeking any to and fro conversations, but you are just majorly giving like an FII information, and then from that probably you can also start like a conversation. The reason like why utility is better than marketing is just from a cost point of view, which will cover, and also there like a limitation for marketing, which will also cover. But I just want to understand these are the two major categories of messages that you have. Any questions before we get into how to apply and the other details? Like, do you understand what is marketing and what is utility? Because this will play a major role. आपको एक कैटेगरी में अप्लाई करना होगा.
Yes, Krishna.
Yeah, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Arvind, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll see how to apply these HSM messages. So this is the left panel. In left panel, you'll have something called HSM templates. So HSM is, it's also called HSM. It's called template messages. It's called HSM messages. So everything is pretty much the same. So here you can create a message here. And first thing it'll ask you like which language do you want to create. Like right now, maybe we'll start with English. This is like a unique identifier. So element name is something through which the meta is identifying ki ye message isse tagged hai. So you can give anything which is like logical. For example, in this case, I'm giving restart cohort sample HSM. So I'm just giving something which I want to use going ahead also. So here also I can give anything, I can have anything. This title is majorly for my internal research. So I can pretty much actually have the same name also. So here it's always active. Here I can tell like what is the HSM message that I want to send. So for example, and it's always suggested to not have your message curated for a larger group. Because see, even though you are sending the same message to a large group of 1,000 people, वो message individually ही जाएगा. When I get it, I know just it's sent to me. I don't know, along with me 999 other people have also got. So don't send any messages which are like sounding for a group of people. Probably send something like a very individualistic. So as much as your message is personalized, the higher the chances of it getting approved. So if it's like, say if I say hello all and send some message, then very high chance that it'll get it'll get rejected. So one way is I'll say hello change maker. Do you want to make a difference in your community by collecting old school supplies? If yes, do register for this event. For this event, something like that. Okay, so this is one way where I'm saying like, hey, you have to register for this event, and I can add like emojis or whatever. So whatever I want to send, like again, like it's the same thing, right? Like make a difference. I can put it in bold, all the regular rules that we are applying. Here, when you're sending an HSM messages, I don't want it to be probably like most of the times, it's not just as an FYI that I'm giving. I'm not saying ki, acha, the event is tomorrow. do join. That's not what I want to do. Bot ka yahi speciality hai, we want to have like a one-on-one conversation with them. Maybe once they register, I also want to send more details. I want to send probably a poster to them. I want to send a video to them. और maybe last year का जो हुआ था वो event के बारे में मुझे भेजना है. और once they register for the event, maybe I don't want them to send a form. Maybe chatbot से ही मैं name अलग-अलग details collect कर रही हूँ. So I can do a lot of those things. For me to do those things, I don't want to send them a plain message. I want them to get into the flow. The whole idea of HSM kya hai? I want to initiate, I want them to send some message to me so that the 24 hours window is open. क्योंकि HSM हम लोग इसलिए भेजे क्योंकि window closed है. The minute they respond, then the window gets open. How would they respond if you just send a plain blank message? You have to give them an option to respond. यहाँ पे I'm adding a button. Probably I'm adding like a call to action. Like मैं phone number add कर रही हूँ या URL add कर रही हूँ. Or like I can add like a quick replies. It's like, this is like a regular button. Register करके मैं कर रही हूँ. So when I send this message, user will send register. Then because it's like they started a conversation, next 24 hours, bot can send any number of messages to the user. So HSM messages always, unless it's like a very clear FYI sort of information, for your information kind of message hoga, unless that is there, always have some or the buttons included. Okay? So that people can actually register for your event and then they can continue with it. Then the main important question is which category is it falling under? Here, because I'm making them like, I'm creating some interest in them. The way I'm curating it is not like a very straightforward thing. Then it is coming under marketing. Then I can add like an attachment. Along with this, I can add like a last year testimonial video, or I can send like a image on explaining what this event is about so that people can make a very informed choice. So once I apply for this, then ye message mein I can search. Now, before I show that, there's like a small nuance I want to cover. One, don't use any emojis in your button options, because the minute it has emojis, HSM messages gets rejected. Two, when the message is for like a more generic people. The other way you can give like create more customization is, instead of saying hello change maker, which is also very generic, I can add something. यहाँ पे जहाँ पे भी मुझे add करना, I can add something called variable. So this is like something which I'll click here. So I can add something called variable. Variable is basically, I am kind of telling you what is that, what I want to say. Like maybe for when I send a message to Tanu, I want to say hello Tanu. When I send something to Neha, I'll say hello Neha. So it's more customizing. यहाँ पे भी मैं और भी customize कर सकती हूँ. Do you want to make a difference in your community by correcting? If yes, do register this event in. Maybe I want to add another variable. आप ऐसे manually भी लिख सकते हो, but ऐसे copy भी कर सकते हो. So which is like maybe यहाँ पे hello Tanu. मैं ऐसे sample दिखा रही हूँ. जब मैं actually flow में use करूँगी, I'll start like I'll put like what it should be. Maybe I'm saying like Pune here. So when I'm actually using it in the flow, मैं इसके बदले क्या value आना चाहिए वो मैं डालूंगी. Like I'll see यहाँ पे @contact.fields.name, @contact.fields.city, like whatever is saved in the profile of the person. So this makes it more customized, right? So the chances of it getting approved is further higher. So once I submit it for approval, maybe I can make a note here. I'll just submit for approval. Here it goes into pending category. So see, this one is still in pending. So it usually takes like a 5 to 10 minutes to get approved. Otherwise also like I can start syncing message. Whenever I sync messages, generally the sync takes time. Otherwise what it generally gets approved or rejected faster. So I can sync it. Once the sync is done, like it just goes away from this queue, and I can check in my pending or approved status by searching ki ye kya hai. Then I'll get like whatever is the status of this particular messages. While we wait for its approval or syncing, any questions from whatever we have learned in create of messages? I know this is like slightly complex, probably. But any questions here?
Hi, Krishna. Just this said, a
Satish.
small two queries. One, you were saying that in the content or in the message, if we are putting the smileys or anything else, that usually the HSM messages will get rejected. Why is particularly because of is there are any
Not in
product?
message. Message mein you can use emojis. In buttons
Okay,
you can't use.
okay, but then we cannot use. Okay,
Yeah. Like that's a Meta's rule. I don't know what's the logic behind it, but that's a Meta's rule. In buttons you can't use emojis.
okay. The second question is when we are putting the variables, it will connect with my database, right?
When you're I'll show you how to use this HSM message in a flow. Then you'll
Okay,
know variables कैसे act कर रहे हैं.
sure. Got
Yeah.
it. Thanks.
यहाँ पे बस okay. यहाँ पे when I added, say when I said this hi add variable. So यहाँ पे I'm giving Tanu as an example so that Meta knows, like, because the minute I submit here, it is going to Meta, right? At Meta's end, some bot is sitting, like it's not a human that is sitting, like some bot is sitting to approve or reject it. So for this person, like for this bot to understand what exactly I'm trying to say through this HSML, you'll see like, okay, hi, Tanu bol raha hai. So then I'll be like, okay, this looks like a normal message and it'll approve. Because like a lot of times people use these variables to you have provocative messages used, religious based hatred spreading, etc. Those kind of messages of course gets rejected. So the variables is to make it easy for the bot at their end to understand what is the message that I'm trying to structure and send it. Yeah.
Sure.
I think
Got it.
Igna had her hand raised.
I was wondering, see, you gave us the example of a marketing message, but I also had like a question how to make utility messages, because every time I made any message, it just gets approved as marketing only. And even if the message is quite simple, a one sentence message, then it gets approved in a marketing message, marketing template.
So here I'm showing you one of the existing utility template. Okay. Here,
Yeah.
like this is something, this is not exact. I think I'm not sure if this is sent to a team. So here we say, and we are saying like, hey, thanks. Maybe here the message is like, thanks for filling the application form. Please check here. This is like sent to an internal team though, send staff member a message. But generally, if I'm saying like, hey, thank you for filling the form, you can see this for more details. Here, I'm not adding any variables. I'm not adding any buttons. This is more like a FYI information. So these get
Yeah.
approved under utility. Maybe we can attempt creating one, but these get approved under utility. Again, here's this is
So
like
if there's a button message or like something like uploaded as an image or something, it will not get approved as a utility
not
message.
necessarily. So, okay. So let me actually share this with you. These days, Meta have become a bit more serious about what messages it's getting approved under utility. Because marketing is a costlier sort of message. So Meta wants to
Yeah.
make more money also, but they don't want to spam users also. So that's the reason like all these messages are getting approved under marketing. यूटिलिटी का बहुत कम कैटेगरीज होते हैं जो अप्रूव होते हैं. इट्स नॉट related exactly with the button. It's also the words that are being used. For example, if there are words used, this is to share you an update. These kind of messages sometimes get approved under utility. But what is your overall intent? Your overall intent is to have engagement. Then it is a marketing message as per Meta. If your overall intent is to give some information or like just have a basic transactional information and get certain other message, then it gets approved under utility. So a lot of organizations started trying like tweaking the HSM message in such a way कि वो utility जैसा sound करे, though it's a marketing. But Meta is smart enough to actually catch that and like recategorize into marketing. Though तभी it will get approved in utility, it will again go back and change to marketing. Or like if they start catching that you have been like doing a lot of times intentionally, then like recently Gupshup told us like even it's blocking the bot for 1 month from sending any HSM messages and all. So we don't want to suggest any shortcuts like that. That's the reason like we want you to stick like what is the information's intent that you want to send. So this is like one piece. Like there's another parallel piece which we are exploring to have you save from all these
Okay.
problems, but that's a like once that gets more formalized, we'll inform you on. But right now it is how it is. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions, anybody? On marketing and utility and how to apply? If you would have seen, like it just got approved when this got approved under marketing. So it like hardly takes like generally 30 seconds to 1 minute to get it approved or rejected. Now that it is approved, we can use it in any flow. I'll show you how to use that, but any questions before we get onto it? You can start clicking on scene. And if it's getting rejected also, if it gets rejected also, in some of the cases, you will get like what is the issue because of which it got rejected also. Invalid format, incorrect category, because this is like if it's a marketing message and they think like, hey, you have sent it under utility, then also they'll do emojis also they'll start rejecting. So there can be different reasons why it's getting rejected. Some cases, like very few cases, we wouldn't know. But most of this HSM template, if you're like able to write it in such a way that it's not to very large group of generic people, if it is clearly mentioned like what the value is for, have some buttons, basic structure is followed, it generally gets up. Okay, now before I get on to how to use it in Flow, I'll share like 2 to 3 small nuances. One thing is called bulk apply. Say if your program is also designed in a way like where you have to send like a group of messages every single week to users and like different messages, there's something called bulk apply is an option. So you can have all like, say if you want to get like 50 template messages approved, like you can't manually create every 50 messages and write, right? So in that case, you can use this option. We have like a detailed documentation around it. You can use this particular option and write all the messages in a sheet, upload, and वो either reject होंगे या select हो जाएंगे, वो सारा आपको एक फिर से sheet में आ जाएगा. So this is one option which you can explore if you want. The other thing is, say what if you want to send, because you are all using multiple languages. So if you want to use a same HSM message but in Hindi, so this restart cohort only, few people have selected Hindi already in my collection, few people have English. If I want to send English wale ko English HSM message, Hindi wale ko Hindi HSM message, but the content remains the same. What I can do is, I can say this is like a translation of existing message. So now I want to use a Hindi version. Then the element name should be same. The minute the element name, like right now, it's not getting shown, but after a few minutes, you'll start getting this option. So I can say like it of which HSM message it's the translation. So that this all gets ties under like one single element name. तो इसके बाद when I send it in a flow, I just need to add one element name and automatic हिंदी वाले को हिंदी version जाएगा, English वाले को English version जाएगा. So you should ensure if you are doing like a translation of existing HSM messages, the element name should remain the same. Is that clear? This is a very important part when you are working with more than one language. Okay, now I'll show you how to use it in a flow. For example, I'm just using any of the existing flow. So, because we are sending an HSM message, it's fundamentally again send contact a message only. Here you have an option called HSM templates. So here you can select all the HSM templates that are approved. So I can check if my existing HSM message is there. I'll select it. Now see, it asks me like what are the variables are going to look like. यहाँ पे I can't write Tanu and Pune. नहीं तो like everybody it will call us hello Tanu event in Pune. I have to pick based on what their profile is. तो if I'm sending to Ajish, Ajish का नाम पिक करना चाहिए. If I'm sending to Diksha, Diksha का नाम पिक करना चाहिए. So suppose I have saved name as @contact.fields.save. I've saved it as name. So I'll pick it from that. Then what is my variable to? Maybe I've saved it again in their contact field. That's the reason I said like once you save contact field, everything you have to save in important information you have to save in contact field so that it gets easier for you while you're sending. So here, अगर result name होता तो यहाँ पे option नहीं आता because it's not part of this particular flow. So I'm sending this. So when this message goes, people like when I like again, you can't send a HSM message to a collection. You should always put it in a flow and then send to a collection. So here, like instead of this, maybe I just created a new flow. So here I'll start the flow only with that. Okay, now this message is sent. After this, do I have to do anything? Can I just send this particular flow to a collection or do I need to do anything else? Anybody can unmute and speak.
You have to trigger it
I have to do what?
via collection. Trigger via
I have to
collection, which
yeah.
collection you want to send.
So now you are saying कि ये मैंने publish कर लिया है. Now this particular flow, I have to set it a trigger and send to a collection. Am I right? But will that be sufficient for me?
No, you have to add a redirecting flow or some extra send messages.
I can't send a message क्योंकि me sending an HSM message won't open the session window. Session window कब open होता है? When they respond. Whenever the user respond, after that next 24 hours my session window is open. Suppose after this I send any another message, please respond. Will this message go to the user? It won't go because sending a HSM message won't start the window. Sending is you are just sending. Only the minute they respond, then the session window gets started. And another important thing is I have added a button here. So when I added a button, when people respond, I can't just leave it like this because it's ending the flow for them. I can't send another message because they are not in the session window. They won't get the second message. I have to wait for the response. And I don't need to like, I can say ki even if they click on button, even if they write something, I'm okay because mujhe technically, I just want the session window to open. Whatever they're responding, I'm accepting all the responses. And I'm probably saying ki, here is the registration link. Please fill it. Maybe I'll just add a link here. So please remember, whenever you are sending an HSM message, as much as it's important that you are using a button along with it, flow में भी उसके बाद wait for response करो. नहीं तो क्या फायदा? Like button भेजा, they responded, but your flow is ending. So it's as good as not sending anything. मान लो after this you want to send your main menu flow. So you can enter to, like maybe you wait for the response. You can say, hey, that's good to hear from you. Then send them to any other flow. And enter another flow. Maybe you can send them to this opt-in wala flow, whatever you want to do. So you can technically do anything after this particular thing. But very important thing is you have to wait for a conversation. Second important thing is after HSM message, you can't have a send message because the people are not into session window yet. Any questions on this particular thing? Any questions? It might be a bit confusing, but it's very, very important. So please ask questions if you have. Sharanya, is that clear?
Yes, yes, Krishna. It's clear.
Okay. Anybody you haven't asked? Rahul, is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, this particular flow, I want to send to a group of people. I have sent a HSM, I've created an HSM message, but now I have to send a HSM message to a large group of people. So I'll go to Quick Tools, Triggers. So it will ask me which flow you want to send. I can just start typing and like search. This is the flow. So if this flow doesn't have a starting HSM message, also it will like give me a pop-up like कि HSM message नहीं है, please add. So here I decide मेरे को कल भेजना है. So till like the last date, I want to send at 3 p.m. I can decide like maybe every month I want to send like a feedback message to people. Or every month I'm asking them to send a message. So I can set like a monthly. Then I can either select dates or like I can just leave it. Or maybe I just don't want to repeat it only. So you'll have this Baba collections only. So it'll ask me which collection you want to send. Like all my users are in this particular 2025 Delhi collection. To all these people, I want to send this particular message at this point in time at 3 o'clock. So I can just save it. I have to now delete it after I save, but yeah. So here you can see, where is this? Okay, this is the one. So this is like next trigger in a day. So you know this is a flow that is sent to this people to this particular collection. So if I want to delete it, I can just delete it. So any questions on this, like how to, so if I would have kept it tomorrow, वो सबको चला जाता वो message. And HSM people would have responded and then the flow gets continued. So if I want to send any new event related information, I could have sent here or in a nudge flow also. So for example, this is the flow. I have a wait for response and say if they didn't respond anything, but it's a very important thing. So I kept 1 day. So after 1 day, maybe I can send an HSM message saying like, hey, I'm waiting for your response, something like that. Suppose whatever is the message that I want to send, I'm just right now using a random message. Then I'm probably connecting it back to the back to this because I want them to respond. Or maybe I'll have one more wait for response, and after that I'll connect it here. So I can do like this. So if you want to use no response, after a day, you have to use this sender message thing or like a HSM message. You can't use a regular message. Any questions on this?
Krishna, I have a question in the trigger one. When we trigger any template or any flow, the start date or end date can't be same. So
Huh.
that's my confusion because if I want to send this today, why should be the end date will be for the next day?
It's majorly from a code point of view. But like, say if you are sending at 5 o'clock today, say if you are sending at 5 p.m. today, it will not affect anything till tomorrow. So it's just from a code limitation point of view, nothing else. So technically वो आज ही सबको 5 p.m. को चला जाएगा. You don't need to wait till tomorrow. But from a date point of view, you are adding. This is majorly added because if I want to do like a monthly, okay, so it will ask me like maybe I can set till next year. So it's from that convenience point of view, I can set till 2038. So from like that overall design point of view, we have set like end date should be more than the start date. That's it.
Okay, it makes sense. But the thing is, if many time earlier when I tried to send this one, I got confused. Oh, if I am making a end date for the next day, then is the duration it will go from now to till tomorrow.
No.
Sometimes
I understand it. I'll make a note of it. We'll try to correct that. That the end date should accept trigger end date. हाँ, I'll make a note of it, but otherwise like you should just consider कि start date आपने जब start date दिया है उसका time दिया है उसी के हिसाब से जाएगा.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about the end date if you are sending once. If you are doing on a recurring basis, then that's a different story.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? Any other questions? So very quickly sharing whatever we shared, like whenever you're creating, element name should be something unique. It's mandatory to do element name. It should generally be in smaller letters. तो अगर आप translation का कर रहे हो, then you have to check that it's a translation of an existing message, whatever language you are doing it, and the element name should be selected from the existing element name list. So element name should be same even if the languages are different. Then if you want, like, try to keep not generic, try to keep it more specific and personalized for the chance of it getting approved more. So use variables as much as possible and have buttons so that you want the window to be open, people to start having conversation so that you can talk to them in next 24 hours. And you can use call to action, replies. Call to action is जब जो बहुत बार होता है ना, वेबसाइट पे रीडायरेक्ट लेके जाते हैं और आप गूगल फॉर्म रीडायरेक्ट लेके जाते हो. इन दोस केसेस यू कैन यूज कॉल टू एक्शन, बट क्विक रिप्लाइज इज मोर लाइक एन इंटरैक्टिव बटन. Categories, think through which category it's want to get it uploaded and submit it. And then once you do it, include it in a flow, add variables if variables are applicable, and triggers. So now you know कि regular कैसे भेजना है. एक है when the no response is more than 1 day. The third case is send staff member a message. For example, if you have like a flow जिसमें your flow is ending with whenever you have, like, say your flow is ending, people want to ask any more questions to your staff. For example, like आपका एक LLM flow है, LLM flow ने basic response दिया है and you ask people if they are satisfied or not. If they say they are not satisfied, you want to redirect that question to your internal team. Maybe एक है open ticket, last time हमने जो देखा था, so ticket एक open करते हो वो कर सकते हो. If that is not happening, you can also notify your staff member, your staff, internal staff member, you can send a message saying कि hey, this particular person asked a question. So in those cases also what you can do is you can have like a utility message. आप क्या utility message एक template like कि this particular number, like based on whatever is the number in the flow, has asked a question, please check. Then you can use it again in the flow. So for example, I'll show you in this particular flow. This is our internal thing. जिसमें we have, oh, sorry. So whenever somebody is setting for a call, like for example, somebody asks like, hey, you want to stay interested, learn more or something like that. So one of our staff member is getting notified and staff member should already be present on the Glyphic platform as a staff. तो उनको नोट मैसेज जाता है उनके व्हाट्सएप पे like, hey, X person have shown interest in knowing Glyphic, please check. So that they get to know and they can come on the screen and quickly check and respond. That's it. So ऐसे you can have a staff member message because you don't know staff member भी interact किया होगा कि नहीं bot का last 24 hours में पता नहीं. That's the reason you put an interactive message. But because it's not like a one-way, like two-way conversation, it's just like an FYI. So this can be approved under utility as well. So there are three ways. One is no response के लिए if you are doing within 24 hours. One is send staff member a message. Three is major nudging जो आप HSM messages भेजते हो. Is that clear? Now that we have learned these three things, now the fourth thing is like very small nuance, which you already know. For example, within a particular collection, you want to do like a segregation. So again, like one is, आप पूरे collection में बहुत सारे लोग हैं, like you have like smaller collections already thought through. कि मैंने पुणे वालों के लिए एक collection बनाया, मुंबई के लिए पहले से ही एक connection बनाया है. So I can just send to the specific collection. But मान लो आपने नहीं किया है वो collection, then you can have all of them in one collection. You have all of them in one collection. So आपके flow के starting में you can have like split by contact field. If split by contact field में city is Pune, you will have this HSM message everything. Mumbai वालों को कुछ action नहीं है. It's like a dead end of the flow. So when you send to the entire flows also, like everybody also, पुणे वाले को as is हो जाएगा, मुंबई वाले का कुछ action नहीं होगा. This is one way of doing it. या तो आप ऐसे पहले split by contract करके internally ही पूरा split कर सकते. That's also something which you can do. But yeah, this is one way you can do it. But what you have to remember is the minute you send an HSM message, people are already in some conversation. That flow will get killed and आपका HSM message जाएगा. That's one thing you have to be very careful about. मान लो somebody is already in a flow. When you send an HSM message, the existing flow will get killed. So you have to think through what are those times when the HSM message will be sent, where most of the people are not already in a conversation. You know, most of the people didn't interact with your chatbot, etc. Any questions on this? So generally, when you are sending a nudge, you have to think through how do you want to do this. As in, आपका bot, like initially, if you remember the first ever webinar that we did, we thought like कि push and pull दोनों होता है. But it's not always push or a pull. So a user can say like, hey, maybe you already gave like a keyword. You are telling the user whenever you want to talk to the bot, you talk to the bot. But because people will forget in their regular life, they can be having 100 other issues. You can't just expect कि मैंने keyword दे दिया है, they will talk whenever they want to talk. You have to also keep nudging at a regular point of time. So maybe once in a month, you send something exciting saying कि अच्छा इसके बारे में और जानना है, तो आप मेनू में ये ऑप्शन सेलेक्ट कीजिए. So you are kind of nudging them. Like अंतरंग हमने जो देखा है, they send every 1 month a message saying कि hey, you know this particular thing, we have added some new topic. Why don't you explore? So it brings some excitement in them कि चलो मैं देखती हूँ. It's an existing flow only, but you are nudging to make them look at different things. So that way, it's always a combination of a nudge plus pull. It can't be just pull, or it can't be just pull. You can't just keep pushing messages and without any user interacting. उससे कुछ होगा नहीं आपका. Like you are not going to gain anything. It should always be a two-way conversations. So use nudge to encourage that conversation, to enable them to self explore. Any questions till here? I take that as a no. Now I'm going to share like one very, very important thing. Like some of you have also asked last time कि marketing message हम सबको भेजते सबको नहीं जाता है. Like marketing message is not reaching to everybody. So this is like a new meta limitation. When I say new, it has been like a few months now. What Meta is doing is because people are using marketing message a lot, Meta has brought this new limitation saying like, hey, when we send it to a group of people, it's not like there is something called a frequency capping. For example, me, like as a user, say I already got a Flipkart message today, a McDonald's message today, a Myntra message today. I might not be getting a Goons ka message today if it's a marketing message. Because for Meta, everything is similar category. Everything is marketing. So they want me as a user to not get spam. So they have decided ki how many marketing messages one person can get in a day. Like, but they haven't told this number. They haven't told ki, acha, what is the frequency at which it is changed. Say today I might be getting 10 marketing messages. Tomorrow I might not be getting any one marketing message also. So Meta has kept this as a black box. So the problem with this frequency capping is when you use a marketing message, please remember all your users. If you have sent to your 1,000 users, it's not necessary that all the 1,000 users are getting this message. Maybe 10% को message नहीं जाएगा. Sometimes it can be 30. So the numbers are also not very consistent. So, but again, like at least 70% of your users will mostly get your messages. But the rest to 30%, 10 to 30% can vary. So that's one point. The second thing is sometimes Meta have some of these numbers part of something called Meta experiment, Meta health ecosystem, etc. Like not ecosystem, Meta experiments. So they keep some of these people as part of those things. तो उसके वजह से भी कुछ लोगों को मैसेज नहीं आएगा. Though this is a very smaller number compared to frequency capping, but this is also another type of error which might happen. So these are the two things which are currently not in our hands, like not in our hands, like not in any chatbot platform's hands, because these are the issues that everybody is facing. So what we can do is we can like maybe track on a regular basis. So we have done like a webinar just around this, like how do you track? Maybe you can send like a HSM delivery dashboard saying कि आज 1000 को भेजा है, so X number of people didn't get the messages. Next week में Y number of people didn't get the message. So you know at any point कि हम लोग कितने लोगों को टारगेट कर रहे हैं and कितने लोगों का एक्चुअल में मैसेज जा रहा है. And like Meta is not stopping these. Any questions on this? This is one major limitation of marketing. So marketing messages has two limitations. Though marketing messages are easier to get approved, marketing messages have two major limitations. One is this frequency capping. Two is it's very costly compared to the utility messages. But so think very strategically when you want to send nudges. How do you want to evaluate if your nudge is working or not? So that's something very, very important. Any questions on this?
Krishna, one question which is not, which is yes, definitely it's on the same line. As you said, like if I am getting my message gone to a user or say fourth marketing message, and probably that user will not be getting my message from my end. Will Glyphic has any option giving us a kind of a preview of how many of them are not received my messages? One, two, will Glyphic is also will help me to push my same set of message to those particular set of people who are not received my previous messages alone.
Very good question, Ajish. Today we don't have again internally like to show that stats. So that's where this documentation, once when we send this, you'll also find you can find these links. So we have created like a sample dashboard and we have done a webinar around it, which will help you to understand how many it went and how many did not go. Okay, we don't have internally with Glyphic, which we want to build going ahead, but internally we don't show it. Like you will be getting to see here, set up HSM delivery dashboard, because it's like your BigQuery, you'll be getting to see here. That's one. Two, there are ways to do it, like, but the bigger problem here is Meta doesn't encourage you to do this targeted nudging. When I say targeted nudging, the people who haven't received it, because it's kind of again like spamming them, right? Ki acha, because for Meta, they are not considering ki you're not here spamming them, you are actually educating the users. That is something which Meta doesn't consider today. So it is not encouraging, though if you're like re-attempting for just these group of people, the chance is that Meta might think like you're trying to spam them and like do other consequences. That's the reason we are not encouraging orgs to like rebroadcast again. But we are like finding some other alternatives. But right now we don't encourage to do rebroadcasting.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody else? Any other question? Okay, I'll just move to the pricing part right now. So just to explain, like pricing, there are 4 organizations more or less you're kind of paying. One is the Glyphic subscription, monthly subscription that you pay to us, which is for using the platform and like all the features and how many hour flows you want to create, how many hour users you want to create. Like for us, it's pretty much the same. So Glyphic subscription is a standard subscription fees which you pay us. Now, the other 3 parties which you are paying is, one is Meta, one is Gupshup. As if you remember, Glyphic is connected to Meta via Gupshup because Gupshup is our business service provider. So Gupshup also charges a little bit and Meta charges generally. So these are like like these two are based on your usage, like how many messages you are sending, how many messages your users are sending, what's the overall transactions, etc. Now there's third thing called Google Cloud Storage or BigQuery. So it is majorly to save your images that you get, voice notes, all the media that you get or you send, to all the data that you're getting, like all the messages, timestamps, every log that happens on your chatbot, everything gets saved in GCS and BigQuery. Okay, so this one, the cost, unless you are at scale, this is not too much, because one, like a lot of NGOs have Google for non-profits, and two, Google like gives like a certain credits every month. And if you are like working at a small to medium scale, this credits should pretty much be covered within that. Like you don't need to pay anything extra for GCS and BigQuery in most of the cases. But these two you have to pay, which you have to actively consider. And this depends on how many messages that you are sending. So before I get into how much this calculation is going to happen, there's one very small information which I have to give you, and very important information is, what is a conversation and what is a message? So here the user started a conversation, like conversation as in like all these messages together are considered as conversation. So when a user started something and a chatbot sent two particular messages and the user replied something, so this is overall called a conversation. So Meta, they charge per conversation. Meta is not concerned कि एक बार बात start करने के बाद कितने messages किया. Meta is not concerned about it. Meta is only concerned about that the, like this is like a glyphic screenshot. That's the reason this is used and this is us, like generally reverse from the phone. But generally Meta is concerned about who started the conversation. In this case, it's a user initiated conversation. In case of HSM, it's a business initiated conversation. So Meta is just concerned about who initiated that particular conversation. It doesn't care about number of messages that you sent after that. While Gupshup is concerned about number of back and forth messages that went. For example, this whole thing which you see on the screen is one conversation, but 4 messages. 2 incoming messages for the chatbot, 2 outgoing messages which the chatbot has sent. So this is like 4 messages and 2 conversations. So as you can see, WhatsApp charges for first messages in every conversation, like who has started the conversation, and Gupshup is all the messages within conversation. So like WhatsApp, again, it depends on like, is it a marketing message or a utility message? Marketing message is usually like a 97 paisa per message. It's almost equal to a rupee per message. While utility is much cheaper, which is like a 10 paisa. So that's the reason if you are using a marketing message, always be mindful like how much you want to, why do you want to do, what is the thing which you want to achieve, so that it's a good utilization of your money. While you are sending utility, if it's getting approved, if it's like easier one, then it's a best case scenario. And Gupshup, it charges like 10 paisa per message. So even, but the beauty of Gupshup is at maximum, like if you are using like say $75 per month, which is like around 6,500 or so, beyond that it is free. So at scale, even if you're like having 100,000 conversation, then it will charge only for 75,000 conversation, which is 75 USD. Beyond that, it is free. So Gupshup is very helpful to you at scale. WhatsApp, it's like if it's a user initiated conversation, it's always free. So if a user is starting your message, so WhatsApp doesn't charge anything, Gupshup charges like a 10 paisa. But if it's a business initiated conversation, it's a bit costly. Like the first message is costly, then उसके बाद Gupshup का ही cost होता है. And both these things will deduct from your Gupshup wallet. That's the reason if you see like a recharge balance in your account in the top left. So that's called like how much balance is there in your Gupshup wallet. And वहाँ से ही cut होता है, and every month you get an invoice, you can log in and pull wallet summary, etc. So this is on the pricing part. Any particular question here? We also have created a calculator for you to like calculate estimates, budgets, etc. But this is like a overall like what is the cost involved for HSM message? We don't want you to overuse it or underutilize it. We want you to be consciously using it. Any questions? There's a lot of new information, new terms must have come to your way. But please take time to think, but also ask questions if you have anything. Padma, you didn't ask any question today. Is that clear?
Yeah, actually, I would love to do a hands-on, and I mean, now I've got some idea,
Mhm.
but when I actually implement it, I'll know it better, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of the questions I had earlier, like how to send staff a message. I saw that it goes through an HSM template,
Right.
but I couldn't make it work because I didn't know how to use the variables part.
Mm-hmm.
Just now, how you showed that you actually gave examples. I just
Right.
didn't know what to write there. So now
Mhm.
I understand that those were like examples, and then we actually fill the variables during the flow. So
Right.
I'll go give it a shot, and then I'll know if I have questions. I'll let you know.
Yes, sure. If you have any questions, you also have office hours, please join. So, like
Yeah.
that's the reason we want you to immediately implement it, ताकि याद ज़्यादा रहेगा. नहीं तो you'll forget like after a certain point of time. At least
Sure.
create one sample. Like abhi to, like say as I showed you, I just created on the go. So just create anything. You don't need to make logical sense right now. It's just for you to understand how it is working as a concept.
Yeah.
Okay. Arvind, any questions?
No, actually, I haven't tried any of these, to be very honest. I'm going to implement it this week, and the other, I'm actually making a flow for
Okay.
us to utilize. So I'll do it first, and then I'll ask anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rahul, Diksha, any questions? If no questions,
No.
so
No questions at the moment.
okay. Thank you so much. Cool. Now, let us like maybe we can start with a poll and then like we'll break. So what we are going to do is we'll first push a poll like for you to give us feedback, and please give us more harsh feedback also so that we can improve. I want the session to be useful for you. Now, its rating is not just for us. Like that's something which I just want to establish. And two more important, like after this, what we are going to do is we are going to divide into two breakout rooms. One will be led by Tanu and one will be led by me. So we'll go through your sheets again, where we want you to write more specifics of what you want to build. So the reason is we want you to think through ki, suppose you want to create a registration flow. So we will probably ask you questions. See, hey, what all the information that you'll be including in registration flow? Which features you'll use? Which best practices you'll use? So that it's easier when you start creating it. And by next week, so Tanu, like after this call, she'll send out also an email asking you to book like a 45 minutes call slot with all of you. So that slot will be where by then we want you to create a flow and come to the call. So the call will be for us to review, give more suggestions कि ये भी और कर सकते थे या ये नहीं चल रहा है, and a space for you to ask questions. So as we committed during this cohort, like it's not just the webinars. Right now, it's like looking like only webinars are happening and the rest is not happening. So we want that rest also to happen. So that's one thing which we want. So by the call timing that you are setting, you will come with a flow ready, and the call is to discuss that particular flow. Okay. Any questions on this? Okay. The last thing is we would also like before you pull poll and we go to breakout rooms, we want any one of you, like some of you already said like you're starting a flow. If you would like to present in our next call, like maybe like a 5 minutes, like just to present what are you're doing so that others can learn and give some suggestions to you. So now I'll be silent. You can fill the floor.
Yeah, we'll break into breakout rooms at 4:15. So I request you all to fill the poll by then. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be opening the breakout rooms.
Tanu, wait. I think when you go to breakout room, poll nahi hai.
Poll will get, yeah.
Yeah, can you just wait? Like we just have like few members did, maybe like
Yeah.
one more minute.
Sure.
We are waiting for 3 more responses. If you are quickly able to finish it, will be super helpful.
Hey, Krishna, Tanu, I just missed that poll. I got a call, so I couldn't actually fill. Can you just pop up that once if possible? I can just fill it up.
Okay. Maybe we can send you the QR code in chat. Give me a moment.
Yeah. Good.
To send. Don't know. Tanu, are you able to figure out? Maybe we'll
No.
send it post call, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Sure.
can just send
Sure.
us questions.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Thanks. Sorry, sir.
No worries.
No worries. Cool. I think I'll
Yeah,
open
you
the
can open the breakout rooms.
breakout rooms. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Shall I could join the breakout room too?
Hey, hi Tanu.
Hi, KP. Can you hear me and see me?
Both, yes.
Superb. I'll just end the 1 minute, end
I-
everything. You can see the poll?
I didn't, yeah.
Okay. Superb. Ajish had a call. I'll get the feedback from him. He told me I can share it with him over WhatsApp. Like the questions, he'll reply and send it to me. So that's on that. I just one feedback because I have another call with Neha. I realized one thing on the call, right? They had lot of ideas that they wanted to share. Oh, I can stop recording.
Huh.